Alright, I don't even know how many times this is that I've been in town. This is the first time I've wore my spiritual warfare SWAT hat. And the thing is, when I left the house, this is really, really important. So I left the house to get my blood taken so that we can see what's going on with my thyroid. So I take a different route, of course, just a little bit different. But as soon as I come out of the community where my house is, there's a cop just parked there. Now I want to let you know, not paranoid. Okay, I don't care. I love cops. I do. I love military. I love them all. I have so much gratitude for them putting their lives on the line and the stress that goes behind, serving. Yes, there's bad and there's good, but we can't treat them all like they're bad, you guys. We gotta have respect. We gotta, just like anybody else, just like any other human, give them a chance. Yes, listen to your gut. Most of the time we don't even listen to our gut, and we end up associating with bad people, cops or military or not. We treat our military like crap. I know this because my family, I'm the one that kind of messed up that, that generational recall or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, I'm noticing the butterflies. Oh my God, it almost seems like it's the same ones. There's a whole bunch of them. Okay, I was able to count 5. And something told me count them. So I did. Well, by counting them, then I realized, okay, yeah, maybe, 1 or 2 cops is a, coincidence. But I've been in town many, many times. And I've seen maybe a couple of them many times that I've been out here. Lots of times I don't see them. Most of the time I have my locator off my phone. Well, I always, always, always have my locator off. I get to thinking things are a little strange because after I left with my blood test, it was the 5th cop. He was right there when I came out. But anyway, I just wave at him. Even I seen 3, maybe it was the same vehicle, the pet pound or whatever. And, I waved at them. I got a couple of them that waved at me. So, and the thing is, when you stare at someone, when someone's looking at you, you don't have to know or see that they're looking at you. You can feel them. And what I mean by this is the energy. It's like in the hospital right now. Most of the time I do. And blessing it. So I figured for the first time I'd share this with you. And now it's 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Anyway, that I just seen 333. If I don't have weed or something like that, I've always been hyperactive, even as a child, hypertensive. So weed does help me. I don't do any other drugs at all. I got enough health problems. But we're narrowing it down. The team, spiritual warfare, SWAT, and a couple other nurses, and 1 doctor. I just met him. But anyway, knowing technology and cybersecurity, you understand this stuff. So it does make it really convenient to track someone and see what they're going, what they're doing. So, and what's really weird about it is that the black crows will make a lot of noise if I'm riding around somewhere, or even if I get out of a store. It's almost like they're letting me know to watch out for danger. Danger, danger, danger. Hello. God bless. So, spiritual warfare SWAT team. This is my favorite hat, but I do understand a lot of people see it and they, kind of draws attention or whatever. But I really didn't think about it when I left. I was in such a hurry to go, to take my ride. And it is really painful at first when I first start riding the bike. It's really painful until I meditate and I focus on something else, like music or whatever, and then the pain kind of goes away. But when I get home, it really hurts. So this will be the third time I've rehabilitated myself with very little help from medical teams or anything like that. I had one medical team that was really good, and the thing is that they didn't have other records to show that I have herniated discs. And anyway, I had him for a while, and we're gonna stop here for a second. We're coming up to a really busy entrance. Sorry about that. I got cottonmouth so bad, you guys. And the thing is, it's really weird about that. You know how if you smoke weed, you get cottonmouth? So all my symptoms are not matching up to my numbers. So something is going on, something's hit or miss, and this has been going on for a long time. But I thought I'd share with you, and it's not all about me. But Spirit will always bring people together, and Spirit will always protect you. Always try to communicate with you and protect you. It's his job, or hers. I was born deaf. I've been in 2 really bad collision car wrecks. One when I was really, really old, or really, really young. And like I said, I have hypertension right now. So if you see my eyes, I mean, I'm really, really excited. I'm feeling good, you know. I do know, because I know my body, and, you know, I help you with that, with flexology and reading your body, meditate and feeling your heart. You know, it's just like I had a dog that would pull on me and not want me to walk. Oh, baby girl, I miss her so much. She was stolen. But she would not walk. She would lay on her belly when she knew that I was getting too hyper, I was walking, and, you know, and I was upset or something like that. And it took me a while to realize what she was doing. I miss her so much. But I also had a speech impediment, simply because, anyway, they didn't really find out until I was in kindergarten. Okay, and even by the time before I was in kindergarten, my mom got in a collision wreck. And as a child, I would stand in the front seat, and my mother would, you know, she'd always put her arm when she stopped. So my head went through the windshield. Okay, and that began the process. As it was, I was already born really ill, and they would have high temperatures, and my grandmother raised me through my early years until I was a teenager. And until I was, I think, my daddy would know this, I think I was like 5 or 6, but anyway, and he adopted me, and actually adopted me in 1st grade. They held me back in kindergarten. So anyway, with that being said, okay, the brain will heal itself. Okay, I got in a really, really bad wreck because I was alcoholic and I was drinking, and I lost control of the car, ran off the road because I fell asleep. And I went into like a ditch, and it threw me up into oncoming traffic. So I was really blessed I lived through that. I lived through many other things. But to make this short and sweet, okay, I want to connect with you guys and realize that even as a child, I was a speech impediment. Okay, and then having that collision and that problem with, you know, with my head going through the windshield, they always were taking blood from me. I hated doctors. Oh my God. I up till now, I've had this attitude with doctors, and it goes from a trauma when I was little. Okay, and I'm from New York, Rochester, New York. So one day, hopefully soon, I will get the records on that too. Right now, I'm studying my own records. I'm looking at my own records, and I'm studying my own records with a little bit of help. The Spirit is always helping me. So, with that being said, a lot of people, and it's like, I've been on drugs before, and I've been a really heavy drinker. Okay, I was really sensitive to drugs, so I never did as much as I had seen with my eyes of other people. So, with that being said, it's been a long time because of my I guess I got hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. I guess there's a difference. And So we're hyper. It's just like people that really know me. They're like, okay, you gonna smoke? Come on, just to calm me down, and level me. So I will appear so happy and jittery, and some people just, even with people that happy, they'll look at you, and I always try to give them some of my love and some of my energy. Hello, if they look sad, and I'll get weird looks, and even my doctors always tested me, thinking I'm on drugs all the time. And I didn't know this until I think it was like 8 years ago. I'm not sure exactly what, but I didn't know that there was actually drugs out there that you can take, that they don't have the tests to test them. In other words, you can take them anyway, I don't know much about drugs. Okay, it's like I'm always behind with that. So I did learn that from a doctor, some really nice doctors that I met, even though I went ahead, I did sign myself in because everyone was trying to make me feel like I was crazy. And at one point, I was alone, and I feel like I was crazy. And the real crazy people will never, ever, they just don't have the capability of checking themselves. Like, what's that word that I'm looking for? So I've been having problems with the words this week. And kind of reminds me of what my grandma went through. And the hyperthyroidism. You can correct me if you want. I know my GI doctor is my subscriber, so I would say, I love you, nurses, and I know you check it out and you see, but I have rods up in my teeth here. I know you guys will notice them in my videos. I have rods. In 1985, I had a motorcycle wreck. That was my first vehicle. And all I needed was a little special, license, and then the next year I could get my regular driver's license. So anyway, yeah, I had a motorcycle. Yeah, I was stupid. I was racing. And in Florida, they got sand in the turning things. So in the turning things, when you turn, a lot of our back roads have a lot of sand. So, and I had someone on the back with me that when I turned the bike, she's bigger than me. She put her feet down and it kind of spun me out. So I lost my teeth. So they had to put screws up in my mouth. Okay. And I can't remember right now, but for a long time throughout my life, even when I was raising my kids, I would get an infection up in the teeth right here. And they'd always say, well, they don't understand why it was hurting me because they took the root out. And I'm like, well, it hurts. And it would be red. And actually the first caps fell out. I didn't have the money. I needed teeth. So I took acrylic nails and I sculpted them in my mouth. So anyway, everyone's staring at me, so I'm going to let you guys go. I can feel it. I'm not looking at them, but I can feel it. So God bless you guys so much. And I really hope you get something from my videos. And I'm always here for you. I'm not a money grubber. I do get drained, because since this COVID, there's just no donations. There's just no help out there. And I've also had to let some clients, friends, whatever, go because of their franticness, of their need for me. And I'm a professional massage therapist from it was 2022. I was underneath someone that was licensed. And anyway, I just had that talent of, let me try to see if I can say it, because I do have problems still saying words. I'll even say words backwards or talk backwards. That takes talent. I know that ain't me. That's the spirit. So, flexology. So, I've tried to get certifications, but something's goes. Every time I try to submit my test or write a biography or write a story or what, every time I try to do that, for some reason, it shuffles everything. And by internet, I can't accomplish anything as in certifications or anything like that off my internet at home. So anyway, God bless. Love you so much. Bye.